Maxi Jacob Forever, and I'm reading more Skatoony episodes made by Red Hood 123. Check out his fanfiction account. Well, I'm gonna be reading episodes 6 and 7. So, let's get started here. Episode 6, Pranks a Lot. Someone is going around doing pranks in the studio. Judd and Earl must find out who is causing this nonsense. In the green box was a girl with blonde hair called Molly. In the red box was a shark with a laser cannon on his head, Nash. In the pink box was a boy called Sam. In the purple box was a obese teacher with a monocle, Madame Amberly. In the blue box was a boy with short hair called Gary, and in the yellow box was a squirrel with a red scarf, Squirrely. Yep, Squirrely the squirrel from South Park. I'll explain in a minute. Welcome to Skatoony, the show where kids and toons compete for prizes. Now give a shout and cheer for the two hosts of the show, Chud Chudders. Chud flew into the studio with a jetpack. Hi folks, has anyone seen my glasses? Andy Earl, yeah. What do you say, Earl? I say we meet the contestants. Say hello to Molly, Nash, Sam, Madame Amberly, Gary, and Squirrely. Hey, Squirrely, what's it like using your powers for good now? Oh, it's great, Chetty. In fact, the author of the other stories is going to be doing a series of fanfics featuring us as the main stars. Okay, now for those of you who don't know, allow me to explain something really quickly. So, in one of my Skatoony episodes, I did a double episode aftermath, where it's like two Skatoony episodes in one, and it all involved the South Park woodland critters. I'm not sure if you can remember them. Now, near the end of it, I had the critters become reformed, and Red Hood 123 suggested that I do a series of them as reformed, which he is also doing because I allowed him to. Anyways, now that we got that out of the way, let's move on. That's amazing. Hey, why is the shark man moving around so much? Nash was jumping around like crazy in the red box. Excuse me. Come on. Put it up. Makes fighting moves. You need to calm down. I like the song by Taylor Swift. Dude, sharks need to keep moving or else they will perish. That's not true. Duh, yes it is. Well, settle down while I run through the rules of the game. All you gotta do is stay in the game through 3 rapid-fire rounds. We're gonna knock 2 of you out at the end of round 1, then drop the second pair of losers at the end of round 2. That'll leave 2 contestants battling it out to see who goes through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. Once there, they will be playing for fame, glory, and have the chance to become this week's champion and win a prize. A prize, eh? Well, if Crybaby Cortex is watching this, then I'll show that I am smarter than him. You're a show-off, you know that? Hey, don't call me that, little worm. Enough now, let's start the quiz with a game of Bang On or Bogus. Okay, Stinky Socks, let's run through the rules. I'm gonna say a bunch of silly stuff. Some of it's true and some of it's false. All you gotta decide is what's bang on true and what's bogusly false. So if you think it's true, you shout, bang on. And if you think it's false, you shout, bogus. Right, the 2 lowest scoring players are out at the end of the round. Hey, Jaddas, help! Charles Lepuck was stuck in a giant glob of bubble gum. Get me out of this giant gum, I'm stuck. Before we go any further, Red Hood 123, how did Charles get stuck in that giant gum? Exactly. Well, it looks like you have until me and Earl get Charles out of that giant bubble gum. Can one of you contestants take over, please? I'll do it, y'all. That was my squirrely voice. Okay, Squirrely, you ask the questions while we help Charles, got that? Okay, y'all, here we go. The blue whale has teeth 12 inches long. Gary, bogus. Correct. Ozone is good in the upper atmosphere, but bad in the lower. Madame Amberly, that is bang on, shrimp. Correct, and I'm not a shrimp. The Statue of Liberty was a gift from France to America. Molly. Bogus. Nope, it's bang on. Kryptonite is the source of Superman's power. Nash. Bogus. Give the shark a thingy a prize. Wait, the game is not over. No prize. The AppCars score measures body fat. Sam. Bogus. Right you are. No woman had won an Oscar for the best director until 2008. Gary. Bang on. Correct, Gary. Andromeda is the closest star to Earth. Madam Emberly, and don't call me shrimp this time, okay? Fine, I'm gonna estimate that is bogus. Right you are. The the L in Apple product stands for... What? Oh, it's the I, so it's ingenuity? Is there even an I in Apple? But no, there isn't an I. Let's just move on. Nash, bang on. No, it's bogus. Hair grows back thicker and darker after it's cut. Sam, bogus. Correct. How are you boys doing? Children... Excuse me. Earl, we're trying to pull Charles out of the gum. Not long now. Okay, corn is the produced corp in the world. Corn is the produced corp in the world. Wally, bang on. Right it is. Russia has the largest area of any country in the world. Nash, well, that would definitely be bang on. That's correct, and it looks like that's... Chad and Earl managed to get Charles out of the gum. It's the end of the round. Phew. Thanks, Cheddars. I thought I was going to be stuck there forever. Final scores. Wally, 1. Nash, 2. Sam, 2. Amberly, 2. Gary, 2. Squirrely, 0. Thanks for taking over the round, Squirrely. Anytime, y'all. Anytime. Well, after the end of round 1, I can reveal that Gary is through, Sam is through, Nash is through, Madam Amberly is through, but Molly is out of here. That kind of reminds me of the Quiz Zoo episode. Ah, dang it. Better luck next time, Molly. And Squirrely, I have some bad news for you as well. What is it? Because you took over as host of the round, you didn't answer any questions. So therefore, I'm afraid to say you're out as well. Seriously? Y'all? Seriously? Well, Squirrely should have expected that. To be honest. Sorry, it's the rules. You and Molly are out of the game. Sing it, Earl. Thanks for playing, but you're out of here. You gave it a go, but you're out of here. Don't hang around town, 'cause you're out of here. It's time to go, 'cause that's the show, and you're out of here. Molly and Squirrely were ejected into the dirty laundry factory. Just where did that giant bubblegum came from, Earl? I don't know. Suddenly, an explosion was heard. Oh, the gum was part of the pranks. I forgot that this was a prank episode. My bad, Red Hood 123. What was that noise? Oh my goodness. The audience were holding boxes and were covered in multicolored goo. Just what happened to you guys? These boxes just came out of nowhere and we opened up, this weird goo stuff came out. Don't worry, I'll get rid of the boxes before they do any more harm. While Earl is helping the audience, with a little problem, let's play Throw If You Know. Okay, Twisted Toes, here's how it works. I'm gonna ask some questions and they will always be referring to a sport, and the answer will be either cricket, soccer, or tennis. Buzz in and throw the ball that represents that sport. The 2 highest scoring players are through to round 3, and the other 2 go through the roof. And we play until the Earl gets rid of all the boxes that was somehow given to the audience. Time to say goodbye, you naughty boxers. Yeah! And hereof, what sport would hear someone say 15 love? Gary, tennis. Correct. In what sport do you kick the ball into a goal? Madam Amberly, soccer. The soccer ball that Madam Amberly threw hit it Stephen Starch, who is in the audience. Nice one, madam. He deserved that, by the way. What sport is named after an insect? Gary, cricket. It is cricket. What sport do you use a racket to hit the ball? Sam, tennis. Correct. Which sport did England lose to Croatia? Nash, tennis. No, you fish face, it's soccer. What sport do you use a paddle to stop the ball from hitting the stumps? Gary, cricket. The cricket ball that Gary threw got stuck to Woodpeckery's beak. Correct it is. Cricket. And we're almost out of time. Which sport has an ace in it? Madam Amberley, tennis. Correct. Which sport uses a goalie? Nash, cricket, tennis, and soccer. Ding, correct, I win. You know you're not supposed to throw all of them at once, Nash. Oh. But nevertheless, because that's all the boxes are gone for good, Chud. The end of the round. Final scores. Nash 0, Sam 1, Amberley 2, Gary 3. Hold on, let me take a drink. Much better. Anyways, first giant gum, now boxes full of goo. Who could be doing this? I have no idea. Well, maybe we will after I reveal the two lowest scoring players, and they are Nash and Sam. Oh, come on, I need to keep quizzing and moving. You will still be moving after you leave, because Earl's gotta say, "You're out of here." Ash and Earl were ejected into the dirty laundry factory. Now, if only we could figure out who was doing all of these. Suddenly, a loud yodeling sound is heard, and the studio starts shaking. Charles, Jaraz, what is going on? I don't know, Charles. It must be an earthquake. In the story, it says "and earthquake." It must be "and earthquake," but it should have said "an earthquake." The audience was bouncing up and down in their seats while the skeleton crew members were falling apart from the noise. Well, that's it for part 1, Funky Feet, but stick around to see who's going into the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge after we figure out where the studio shaking thing is coming from, only on Skatoony. After the break. Welcome back to Skatoony, Buttered Toast. Excuse me. You join us as we are being shaked around like crazy, and see you is going through to the Quiz Champ Challenge. If only someone could find what's causing this chaos. The noise stopped all of a sudden. Excuse me. Oh, it stopped. How did that happen? I found the answer. Earl held up a doorbell shaped like a horn. A loud doorbell? But no, it was us, Chetty. 2 alien-looking parrots came down. Who are you guys? We are the evil twins. Me and my twin Moritz come from the 10th dimension. The only way to stop us is to catch us and send us back to... Charles grabbed both the evil twins by the head. Oh well, guess that was a little too easy. Oh, shut up, Moritz. The Earl took a remote and pressed a button, and a portal appeared. Who are those alien parrots? Back to the 10th dimension for you two. Charles dropped the evil twins into the portal, sending them back to the 10th dimension. Phew, now that those mischief makers are gone for good, let's celebrate with a game of Who Flung Dung. Okay, you two, here's how we play. Who here is gonna paint a picture? Buzz in when you think you know what he is painting, and try not to get any of the paint on you. Something tells me that it's not paint at all. Well, that's a secret worth keeping. Now, the one with the most points goes through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. The loser doesn't. Ready, set, paint to. Who started off his day with a bowl of crushed bananas for breakfast and banana bread on the side? Who threw paint at the board? Gary, is it a car? Correct, it is a car. Who threw the next globe at the board? Madam Butterfly, is it the Academy of Evil? No. Gary, a trophy. Correct. Next picture, who threw more paint at the board? Amberley, a pineapple. Correct. Ew, this is so disgusting. Well, that's the point of the game. Next one, who? More paint was thrown onto the board. Gary, is it a keyboard? Correct. The next picture was being painted on the board. Emily, is it a detention classroom? It's not that. What do you think, Gary? A watermelon. Correct. And it could be our last. More paint was thrown onto the board. Madam Amberley, a bucket. Correct. Who all worn out? Now must go to bed and take long nap. That's the end of the round. Final scores. Emily 2, Gary 4. Wait, Emily actually got questions right? Man, it felt like Gary was getting all the questions right. Huh. Anyways, so after that round of Who Flung Down, I can reveal that Gary, you are going through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. What? But I am the mistress at the Academy of Evil. There's no way a puny worm could have beaten me. Well, somehow they can, and with the lowest score, Madam Emily, I'm afraid we gotta say, you're out of here, yeah. Madam Emily was ejected into the dirty laundry factory. Gary, you went through a talking squirrel, a hyperactive shark, and a fat mistress. For the love of God, Redwood 123. But now it's time for you to play the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. Okay, Gary, you have 90 seconds to score 10 points. Succeed and you win a fantastic prize. But fail and you will leave here with nothing but who's paint all over you. Are you ready? Yeah. Why am I feeling so giggly? Hang on, let me take a drink. Okay, and if you don't know the answer, just say something silly and I'll move on. And go. In Crash Nitro Kart, is Emperor Philo the 22nd or the 27th? 27th. Correct. True or false? Do wasps make honey? False. Right. When was Mortal Kombat X released? 2015. Correct. What does your lungs help you do? Breathe. Correct. In Animal Crossing, what is the game's secretary called? Isabelle. Correct. Yeah, the game's secretary, Isabelle. Anyways, what movie features a giant ape running through New York? King Kong. Correct. Stop the clock. Okay, Gary, you are halfway through the 90 seconds at the Quiz Champ Challenge. In 45 seconds, you managed to score 6 points, but Earl is willing to help you out with Earl's halfway deal. Now listen up, Gary. I'm gonna offer you 2 extra points, taking you up to 8, but I'm also gonna take away 15 of your remaining 45 seconds. That'll leave you 15 seconds to score 2 points, so deal or no deal? Deal. Okay, Gary, 30 seconds to score 2 points, starting now. What's the name of the company that rates video games in the US? The ESRB. Correct. Which Skatoony series are better? Diamond Pickles, Red Hood 123s, or both? Both. Correct, and you have done it. Really generous question there, Red Hood 123. Bravo to you. Yes. With 10 points in under 90 seconds, you are this week's winner of Skatoony. Yeah. Well, that's it, ladies and gentlemen. But stay tuned for more cartoon quizzing coming your way real soon on Skatoony. Okay, it was 18 minutes, but I have read episode 6, and now it's time to read episode 7. But before that, allow me to take another swig. Take a swig of my drink. Hold on. Much better. Excuse me. Oh. Anyways, episode 7, Critter Play. The Woodland Critters are putting on a play in the Skatoony studio with Charles LePuck as the director. Oh, there's something else I forgot to mention about the critters reforming in the stories, but I'm going to mention it later. You'll find out why. In the green box was a boy with glasses called Mark. In the red box was a purple Tasmanian devil with a mustache, Viscount. In the pink box was a girl called Sarah. In the purple box was a goblin mime with a beret, Norm. Excuse me. In the blue box was a girl with ginger hair called Penny, and in the yellow box was a skunk with red mittens and a blue sweater, Skunky. Welcome to Skatoony, the show where kids and toons compete for prizes. Now put your hands in the sky and scream, shout, and cry for Chud Chudders. Chud rode a skateboard down the steps. Hey folks, has anyone seen my glasses? And the Earl. Yeah. What do you say, Earl? I say we meet the contestants. Say hello to Mark, Viscount, Sarah, Norm, Penny, and Skunky. Whoa, this is like those things they have at space stations like NASA. You know this is not a rocket ship, right? I know that, but I'm just so excited being on Skatoony. That's good to know. Now listen up to the rules of the game. All you gotta do is stay in the game through 3 rapid-fire rounds. We're gonna knock 2 of you out at the end of round 1, then drop the second pair of losers at the end of round 2. That'll leave 2 contestants battling it out to see who goes through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge. Once there, they will be playing for fame, glory, and have the chance to become this week's champion and win a prize. I prefer to move the microphone from me in order to breathe in. The audience cheered. Hey, Chudders, guess what? Let me guess, another one of your rich scams? Excuse me. No, not that today. The Woodland Critters are gonna put on a play right here in the studio featuring me as the director. Really? No way. Well, because I'm a contestant. I won't be playing part of it, but that's fine by me. That was Skunky saying it. A play? This is just a waste of time. I could be swimming in my pile of gold at home right now. Oh no, another rich guy. Not so fast. I'm the one who's richer around here. You're not. I am. You're not. I am. Geez, guys, settle down so we can play It's Bang On or Bogus. I tried to say it in the NA version, and in the UK version it's something like Bang On or Bogus. Oh, how I miss Skatoony. Anyways, okay, Jumping Jets, let's run through the rules. I'm gonna say a bunch of silly stuff. Some of it's true and some of it's false. All you gotta do is decide what's bang on true and bogusly false. So if you think it's true, you shout, bang on. And if you think it's false, you shout, bogus. The 2 lowest scoring players are out of the game at the end of the round. Excuse me, Mr. Chudders, we can't decide which critter should have the secondary role in the play. We chose Rabbity for the main role, but we don't know who the other main roles should play. Any ideas? Hey, weird mime-looking guy, do you know? Norm shook his head, no. Well, that's what happens when you ask a mime a hard question. Norma thought for a sec and pointed at Foxy. He picked me! Okay, any ideas what her costume should be, Mark? Okay, before we go any further, allow me to point something out. So, the Foxy the Fox of the Woodland Critters is a female. A female fox is called a vixen. If that's the case, shouldn't she be called Vixeny? Doesn't really quite roll off the tongue like Foxy. Yeah, Vixeny the Vixen. No, we're just gonna stick to Foxy. Okay, any ideas what her costume should be, Mark? I'm thinking of something cute, like an angel. An angel, eh? That's perfect. The Prince and the Angel is what the play will be called. Time to get started on my costume. Foxy went over to a workbench to get started on her costume. Alright, so you have until Foxy has finished making her costume. And here we go. Tapas are common Scandinavian appetizers. Skunky, that's bogus. It is bogus. Mahatma Gandhi began his non-violent crusade in South Africa. Sarah, bang on. Correct. Drinking warm milk induces sleep. Norm shook his head yes. Take your time, but hurry up. Norm shook his head yes again. He's silent. Oh, being silent means you don't get a point. The answer was bang on. I'm not even going to explain it. Let's move on. Basketball is the only major sport completely American in origin. Mark, bang on. Correct. Magma is the scientific name for lava. Viscount, bogus. It is bogus. Skin is the human body's largest organ. Sarah, bang on. Correctamundo, the highest grossing film series in history is Star Wars. Norm shrugged as he didn't know the answer. It's bogus. Dubai is home to the tallest man-made structure ever built. Penny, welcome to the game. Bogus? Bad luck, Penny. It's bang on. Oh, it's actually quite a coincidence that he said bad luck, Penny, because a penny actually induces good luck. Anyways, an acute angle is less than 90 degrees. Skunky, bang on. Ryder Rooney, genius is 1% inspirational and 99% fabrication. Mark, bogus. Correct. How are you doing, Foxy? Foxy was struggling to get her costume on. Gonna give it a test run. Okay. The character of Beetlejuice is named after a star. Viscount, bang on. That's right. Elephants can walk as quietly as cats. Sarah, bogus. No, it's bang on. Finished. And that's the end of the round. Final scores. Sarah, 2. Viscount, 2. Mark, 2. Norm, 0. Penny, 0. Skunky, 2. So, what do you think? The audience awed at Foxy's costume. Viscount yawns. Now that's what I call adorable. Ah, shucks. Thanks, Earl. Will you get on with your friends' play while we see who's going out at the end of round 1? And the 2 going home are Penny and Norm. Thanks for playing, but since you both scored 0 points, you are both out of here. Sing it, Earl. Thanks for playing, but you're out of here. You gave it a go, but you're out of here. Don't hang around town, 'cause you're out of here. It's time to go, 'cause that's the show, and you're out of here. Norm and Penny were ejected into the rotten mashed potato world. Okay, so the Prince and Angel is now first out. The Prince is riding in the dark night when he hears a cry of help. Got that, Rabbity? Okay, so I'm riding this horse through the night. Yes, so when you hear the cry of help, the lovable lady angel crowned by numerous dark warriors. Crowd by numerous dark warriors? So while Charles is hoping the critters practice, let's play Animal Swap-A-Butt. Fernando appeared in a puff of smoke. Jimmy Changa, I have come to do my challenge. Apparently Fernando was turned into Deadpool. Chimichanga! Okay, so here's how the game works. Fernando here is going to show these creatures one at a time. Buzz in when you think you know what animals they are. Merge together. The 2 highest scoring players are through to round 3. The other 2 go home, and we play until the other critters finish practicing for their play. So we're just fighting the prince? Right, and action. First animal, please, Fernando. Out came a monkey and a cat. So, what's this freaky deaky? Sarah, a monkey and a cat. Correct. Next one. Out came a moose and a centipede. That is a moose and a centipede. Correct. Next, please. Out came a skunk and a seal. Skunky, is it a skunk and a skunk? You idiot. I don't merge one animal alone. What do you think, Mark? A skunk and a seal. I would laugh at your answer, but I won't because you are correct. Now, what is this weird thing? Out came an owl and a cow. Skunky, is it an owl and a cow? Right you are. What's the next? Out came a deer and a crocodile. So it's a crocodile. Viscount, it's really expensive creature, so rare that only I can buy. I laugh at your answer. Sophie, a deer and a crocodile? Yes, it is. Gee, I hope I don't get merged together like that one day. Don't worry, dearie. You won't. Now, what is this one? Out came a gorilla and a moose. Skunky, a gorilla and a cat? No. Sophie, what do you say? A gorilla and a mouse. Right? Sure. Oh, it's gorilla and a mouse. Silly me, I must have misread that. Excuse me. Is the right answer. You shall not pass. Looks like they're nearly done. What is this creepy crawly? Out came a donkey and a duck. Viscount, is it a gold and platinum bar merged together so I could be the richest man in the world? No, it's not. Mark, is it a donkey and a duck? Right. And cut. That was great acting out there, you critters. It's the end of the round. Sophie 3, Viscount 0, Mark 3, Skunky 1. Earl walked over to where the other critters were. So, how did you get on? Well, Earl, it was great. I won't spoil anything, but it was fantastic, y'all. So, at the end of that round of weird things, I can reveal that Skunky, and Viscount, what? You two scored the lowest points, so you're out of here. No fair. I knew the answers, but my mind was too busy on money, so I'm not going anywhere. Got it? I'm afraid you are, but rules are rules. Sophie and Mark are through to round 3, and you and Skunky are out of the game. Hit it, Earl. You're out of here. Skunky and Viscount were ejected into the rotten mashed potato world. Well, that's the end of part 1, sweaty socks. But glue your feet to the floor to see if either Sophie or Mark is going through to the Skatoony Quiz Champ Challenge and have the chance to win an amazing prize. And see if the quitters play goes smooth as well, right here on Skatoony. Bow, 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 wow. Or in the UK version. After the break. Welcome back, Turnip Toes. You join us as we're going to see if it's going to be Sophie or Mark is going through to the Quiz Champ Challenge. And in addition to that, the quitters play is about to begin. Welcome everyone. The Skatoony Studio is about to bring you a play written and directed by me, Charles Lepuck, entitled The Prince and the Angel. So settle back and enjoy the show. The audience cheered. Our story begins with a lone prince riding through the night. He was hoping to find himself his one and true love. We hear a cry for help. Help! It was a lady angel being crowded by 10 dark warriors and their leader. You shall not have her. Oh, yes, I will. So while the prince is fighting the dark warriors, let's play Egg Noggin. They're still doing the quiz even during a play? Man, I forgot just how determined Chud and the Earl were. Oh, if only Skatoony would come back on the air. Okay, stretchy legs, here's how we play. I'm gonna ask some general knowledge questions. Buzz in when you think you know the answer, regardless if you get the question. Some are hard-boiled, and some are raw, and we are not telling which is which. Right, Earl, and if the egg is hard-boiled, you get a bonus point. The one with the most points goes through to the Quiz Champ Challenge. We play until Rabbity, aka the Prince of the Night, defeats all the Dark Warriors. It's okay. I know it's just you guys, not someone else. And here we go. What year did Indiana Jones and the Kingdom of the Crystal Skull came out? Mark, 2008. Correct. Pick an egg. The egg was raw. Oh, no bonus. True or false? Mayonnaise is made from eggs. Oh, I was expecting him to say mayonnaise is an instrument. Here's Buzz. Sophie. True. Correct. Smash an egg. The egg was raw. Another raw one. Next question. In Bob the Builder, what vehicle is Scoop? Egg and smash it. The egg was hard-boiled. Hard-boiled. You get a bonus point. Next, a thermometer measures what? Sophie. Cold. No temperature, but still you can get cracking. The egg was hard-boiled. A bonus point for Sophie. The Green Lantern gets his powers from a what? Mark. A ring? That's right, get cracking. The egg was raw. No bonus, and I think we're nearly out of time. What is worse, the common cold or the flu? Sophie. the flu. You got it, take an egg. The egg was raw. Raw. What does PC stand for, Mark? Programmed computer? No, it's personal computer. But get eggy with it. The egg was hard-boiled. Hard-boiled means another bonus point, and I think Rabbity has defeated all the Dark Warriors and their leader. I told you I will emerge victorious. It's the end of the round. Final scores. Sophie 3, Mark 5. The prince defeated the Dark Warriors and their leader and untied the Lady Angel. My hero, how could I ever thank you? Just doing my job, little lady. Will you do the honor of being my bride? Oh, yes, I will. Rabbity and Foxy kiss. Okay, now this is the point I was talking about earlier. You see, a few minutes or days after Red Hood 123 suggested I make a critter story about them being reformed, he suggested that I make the first story about Rabbity and Foxy becoming a thing. It actually surprised me when he brought up that shipping, and the fact that foxes eat rabbits makes this shipping even more creative. Anyways, and so the prince married the Lady Angel, which goes to prove that every hero gets the happy ending. The end. The audience clapped and cheered at the performance. Wow, what a show. Speaking of which, we have to get it on with our show as well as starting by revealing the loser of round 3, and that is Sophie. Better luck next time, Sophie, but I'm afraid to say, you're out of here. Yeah. Sophie was ejected into the rotten mashed potato world. Okay, so now that play is finished, it's time for... Hold on. Sorry about that, people. Anyways, Mark, you made it through a goblin mime, a talking skunk, and a filthy rich Tasmanian devil, as well as the woodland critters putting on a play. Now you must face the Quiz Champ Challenge. You have 90 seconds to score 10 points. Succeed, and you win a prize. Fail, and leave here with yolk all over you. How are you feeling? Fine. Alright, let's go. When was the first Star Wars movie released? 1977? Correct. Who does the voice of Woody from Toy Story? Tom Hanks. Correct. What water does the Coca-Cola Company make? Dasani. Correct. What do you use to look at the stars with? A telescope. Correct. What cartoon show features a girl and a monkey going on adventures? Dora the Explorer. Correct. Stop the clock. Okay, Mark, you are halfway through the 90 seconds of the Skatoony Quiz Jam Challenge. In 45 seconds, you managed to score 5 points, but Earl is willing to help you out with Earl's halfway deal. Okay, Mark, listen up. I'm gonna offer you 2 extra points, taking your score up to 7, but I'm also gonna take away 15 of your remaining 45 seconds off your time. That'll leave you 30 seconds to score 3 points. So, yes or no? Earl, I am taking the deal. Yeah! Okay, Mark, you have 30 seconds to score 3 points. Hold on a minute. Sorry about that, people. Anyways, okay, Mark, you have 30 seconds to score 3 points and go. Which part of your body is the biggest muscle? Your tongue? Right. What is the name of the boxer guy in Street Fighter? Balrog. Correct. Where in London does the Queen live? Buckingham Palace. Correct, and that's it. You have won. I did it? Really? You sure did, Mark. Way to go. I won. What a day this has been. A stage play and a quiz show at the same time. Well, that's it for this Funny Freaks, but we'll be back for more Kids vs. Cartoons quizzing right here on Skatoony. Well, that's episode 6 and 7 out of the way. Credit to Red Hood 123 for the stories, and I'll be seeing you all on the next video.